Hi and welcome. Today I have a art tag and let's get started. So I start with a tag that I've cut on my Cricut out of mixed media paper, and I'm just layering it with some Liquitex matte varnish. I'm going to be using some distress crayons, and to me they flow a little better if the paper has been sealed. So I give that a dry. And now I'm getting my crayons, and the first one I'm using, I think that is Peacock Feathers. It's either Peacock Feathers or Mermaid Lagoon. I think it's Peacock Feathers though. And then Twisted Citron. And I'm just kind of dipping my finger into a little bit of water. Sometimes I think I get too much water on there, and just kind of move it around. And I try to remember to use a different finger for each color, unless I usually have a baby wipe there and I can wipe it off. And my third color is Picked Raspberry. And when I opened it, a little piece fell off. So I have that little piece on the end of my finger, and I'm moving it around just in case you're thinking I was magically applying color. See, right there is an example. I had a little too much water right there, and all it did was remove the crayon. And here I'm spraying it with some Distress Resist spray, and it kind of seals it, but it also gives it a little texture. Not a whole lot of texture, not like texture paste or anything like that, but just a little bit of texture, and I found that to be quite interesting. And here I'm taking a piece of sheet music and just ripping off some of the notes of the sheet music. I'm going to be applying a few pieces of that. Just kind of laying it out right now to see how I like it. And my focal image is going to be this bird. It's a stamp I've had for a long time, probably Michael's or Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. And it's a bird made out of text. And so that's going to be my focal point. And I'm just sealing it. I think I was thinking about coloring it, but I don't end up doing that. And that is a stamp from Rubber Dance, and it's just stamped on tissue paper, just for a little added visual effect. And now I'm going to cut out my bird. That's on mixed media paper as well, by the way. So I got my bird cut out, and I'm going to start gluing on my music notes, and I'm just using a Tombow glue stick for that. Before I add the bird, though, I'm going to make a few marks on the tag. And here I'm using a white Posca Paint Pen. Trimming my little pieces of paper that extend beyond the tag. Just making sure where I want it. And I'm going to seal my tag. Remember, I've added the resist spray, which seals it in. That's why it's not moving around. And now I'm just doing the Liquitex matte varnish. Give it a quick dry. And now I can glue on my bird with some liquid glue. Because that's made out of mixed media paper, it's a little thicker. And I have it extend beyond the edge of the tag just a little bit. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of a text stamp. This is actually Stampers Anonymous, the Tim Holtz Ranger brand. And I don't put it on a block because I just want to tap it in a few places, different portions of it. And I use the golden bow, or no, evergreen bow, distress ink. But you'll see in a minute when I go to add my final Liquitex varnish that I've totally forgot that that's not sealed in, so it disappears because it's not protected. It doesn't have a sealant over it, no fixative. And so when I add the liquid from the Liquitex, it just rubs it right off. You'll see that coming up here. Watch that stamp in the upper right hand corner. It's when you can see the most. And it's gone. So I do come back and add the stamp again. Got to dry it first, but and this time I use Mermaid Lagoon. So I don't know if I intentionally swapped out the color because this looked better. It matches the crayon better because I used Mermaid Lagoon crayon. So that might be why I swapped it out. And then I think I use that resist spray again to make sure that's all in there. And I dry that off. There, now it's dry and it's finished. And I put a little piece of ribbon on there, but give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and y'all just have a great day.